Hello, beautiful wayward souls. I hope you're all doing well. In this podcast, I'm going to talk about how we can develop our psychic abilities through the 4 C's. The 4 C's are Clairsentience, Clairaudience, Clairvoyance, and Claircognicance. And these are basically the way we use our senses to pick up psychic information. So the first one I want to talk about is Clairsentience. Clairsentience is clear feeling. This is when we can feel energy, we can feel information. Empaths are clairsentient. We can feel other people's emotions. We could sometimes even feel their pain, physical pain in our bodies. When it comes to spirits, like spirit guides or passed on loved ones or just energy, we can sometimes even feel it on our bodies. And this can feel like an energy mass, or it can feel like tingles on the skin. You might even just get an overwhelming, let's say you're in an area with negative energy, you might just feel an overwhelming amount of like bad energy, right? You just feel it. So that's what it's like to be clairsentient, is feeling energy. One way that we can protect ourselves through developing this skill is to build a solid connection with ourselves, really listen to how we're feeling, how our body is feeling. And when we have sudden emotions and things come in, question it. Is that actually are those your emotions, or is that someone else's energy you're picking up on? And when you ask yourself this question, if it's not your energy, it should lift off of you a bit. You should feel it kind of release. If it is your emotions, you'll feel more you'll feel closer to yourself. Like you'll feel like you own that emotion. It's very intuitive stuff, and that's why it's important to really build that connection with yourself. Another thing you want to do is cut energy cords with people and energy, especially if you're constantly receiving energy that's not yours. So setting healthy boundaries with yourself and with people and energy by saying, you could tell spirits that you're not in a place to receive information right now. You could say, you could just say, I'm not receiving any information at this time. If your friends are needing you to, or wanting you to hang out with them, and your body or your emotions, you're just not feeling good, you're feeling tired, you're feeling drained, take that time out for yourself to recharge your batteries and take care of yourself. The second psychic C I want to talk about is clairaudience. Clairaudience is clear hearing. This is where we hear messages either in our mind that come in from spirit guides or spirit. This could be hearing subtle little sounds in our ears, and this can also be hearing things from the world around us. So when we're hearing things in our ears, it could be like a clicking sound, it could be like ringing in our ear. And it's not tendinitis. It's tendinitis if it hurts and if it's ringing all the time and it's a consistent problem. That's probably an ear problem for sure. But if you're pondering something and you just get like a ringing in your ear and it's high pitched, or it's just very sudden and it never usually happens, doesn't happen that often, it doesn't hurt, that could be spirit trying to reach out to you. When it comes to sounds in the world around you, think about what sounds are happening around you. And especially when you're pondering something, like if you're going through a change, or if you're going through some changes, or there's some things in your life that are shifting for you, pay attention to the sounds you're hearing around you. Like, are you pondering something and then a car honks, or you hear crows squawking, and is there sudden noises every time you ponder this topic? Like, try to find the connections within the things that you're going through in your life and the sounds you're hearing around you. Our third C is clairvoyance, clairvoyancy, which is clear vision. This is where we see information. And this can be through the mind's eye, through seeing images that just come in intuitively. This could be through dreams that we're having, so messages through what we're seeing in our dreams and how they make us feel, something important to look at. And also even just seeing things in the world around us. There's some clairvoyant people out there that can actually see auras and see spirits. And those are definitely natural, in my opinion. They're either naturally born with it or they're very just highly developed with it. And I think anyone can develop any of these skills. I always feel like we happen to be a little more naturally good at one or a couple of skills versus other ones that we can just learn how to develop more. But with clairvoyancy, you want to pay attention to the dreams that you're having and what you're feeling in the dreams in regards to what you're seeing. Like, because we can have some crazy dreams and crazy images and not understand what they mean. But if let's say you're dreaming about something and you're feeling something really intense about what you're seeing in your dream, try to see what that could mean, what that correlation is. It's important to write down your dreams a lot too. I would start writing down what your dreams are telling you. Just write down your dreams. Just give it a try. And also, like, pay attention to the images that come into your head, especially when you're getting psychic information or you're doing any kind of channeling, or even meditating. Like, if images come in, practice doing visual meditations. Those are really cool. They helps you develop that imaginary muscle. Also, pay attention to the signs that you're seeing around you. So, how often are you seeing, like, 333, for example? Or you might be seeing a particular animal, like, quite often. And this can always change depending on what you're going through. Like, since March, it's been about 3 months now, I've been seeing eagles everywhere. And I know what my message is from that. Like, I'm starting to really see it. But it's interesting, like, it's gotten to the point where it's, like, in my face. Like, I'm seeing eagles in places I wouldn't see an eagle. Like, I just wouldn't expect it to be there. Really cool stuff. So yeah, the universe is constantly trying to communicate with us. I mean, we are the universe. Everything is consciousness. And we can communicate just by being aware and being open to this stuff. Our last psychic C is claircognicance. And this is clear knowing. This is when information just comes to you. And it will often feel like a solid, grounded knowing. Like, I just know this is going to happen at this time. You might even have dreams that come true sometimes. Prophetic dreams. And you might even be able to experience telepathy with other people. For example, you could be thinking about somebody all day and then they text you. Or vice versa, you're all of a sudden thinking about somebody and then you text them and they were like, "Oh wow, I was thinking about you, like, I miss you," and stuff like that. These are ways that we pick up information either from spirit, from the universe, from our own selves, and from each other. We can communicate on a super mega mental level with claircognizance. A good way to practice this is really ground yourself. And I mean, for all 4 of these C's, it's important to build a healthy, solid relationship with yourself and trust, and have that self-trust. because then you'll get the messages across clearly. And developing your own authentic way of experiencing these things. Some of you might be better at hearing images in your mind for clairaudiency, for example. Some of you might be better at seeing signs and synchronicities or feeling energy. And by learning the other ones, it's just about developing your method of doing that. Within each C, within each one. All right, beautiful wayward souls, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if not, I still love you. You're all great. And I'm wishing you all the best on your own journeys. Take care. Love you. Bye.